Alright, I'm a little bit confused. My connection is stronger than it's been in, like, months, but it's saying that the video's estimated upload time is, like, twice as long as usual. But... oh, hello. It's the... Are you kidding me? It's the rats opening the door. Oh, that is beautiful. The rats are open. That's why it's being creepy. Anyway. Is his head actually split open, I wonder? No. Does not appear to be. So they lied. That is freaking hilarious. I'm sitting here thinking, I don't remember the doors all opening themselves all the time. That's really creepy. And it's just the freaking rats. I know that chandelier bounced before the first time I came down, but is it... that doesn't look like it's hanging normally. That's interesting.
Rich folk, doubt I'll ever understand. Rich folk, doubt I'll ever understand them. Keeping rats in cages like rabbits.
Let them out, maybe? Like to die of hunger if we leave them there.
I'd sooner burn the vermin. Releasing them's not like to bring no good. Imagine the harm they'd do if they swam back to the village.
Swam? Rats? How do you figure they'd do that?
You needn't fret for them. Clever little bastards. Clever than you.
They seem sluggish to you. Got the mange, maybe? Oh, and that stench!
Rats. Rats are actually excellent swimmers, mind you. I read a bit of trivia that may or may not be 100% truthful that said a rat is capable of treading water for 3 days straight. Treading water being just, like, floating in place, you know, just keeping yourself above the surface. Like swimming, but not actually moving anywhere. That chair, I noticed, I went back and watched my, the video the first time I was here, and that chair moved when I approached it, and I didn't even notice the first time. I was too busy looking around. Will it do it again? No? That's upsetting. I remember the chair just slid across the floor. And it was super creepy, and it was almost even creepier that I didn't notice it. God, did I notice all these skeletons here before?
Don't start, Annabelle. Back to your craft. Always bending my ear about fool peasants. I'll not hear of them again. That simpleton turned your head, but one Graham hardly makes the rest courtly, one and all.
My lord, peasants. They're through the door in the tower.
Well, hi there. Alexander, so is that... that's the mage? Was he like a servant of the Lord? Who I'm guessing was Viscerad, or Viscerad, however you say that? And Annabelle. Who's Annabelle? The son and daughter, maybe? Oh, hello. That's moving. Stop that. It's not stopping. It's creepy. Oh, I see where the next one is. It'd be cool if when you went into senses you could hear like whispers and murmurs and haunted sounds that you don't hear normally. And there's nothing out here. Oh, that's cheeky. Oh, hi. Okay. Um... That's not normal. Bad. Wow, no F's given. Oh gosh, oh gosh. What the? Is this supposed to be happening? I like how the rat is just completely unaffected. Alright, we're just gonna leave that be, I suppose.
Gold! Piles of it! Oh, won't do the dead any good now, will it? Strange it's still here. The noble died a time ago. Who's that? Show yourself. Anyone there? Who? Who are you?
And, that would be this guy, I suppose? And would that be the knife? What did him in? Is it floating? Looks like it might be floating a little. Still getting together over there. So that was sometime later from when the rest of the stuff was happening. Hi. What's in these sacks, I wonder? Cots. And that painting's gonna fall, right? No?
Where are you? Have you got to the laboratory at the top of the tower yet?
Yes.
Search it thoroughly.
I'm not there yet, actually. Interesting that that painting isn't what the? Okay, am I crazy or did I just see a rat, like, fly across the room? I'm gonna have to check that. Okay, because I think I might have just seen a rat, like, just go flying across the screen. You know, it'd be cool if the game would have recognized that I already had Alexander's notes, and I could have shown them to her while I was there. here's all this. And there's the crying woman. Hello? Was that there before? I know. I need cockatrice stomach. Did I need that for the original Dragonite oil? Nope. What else did I need cockatrice stomach for? What's this? Ekimaru hide. That I just happen to have. Yeah, I don't know. Need to go find cockatrice. Alright, so now that we're here, let's see. Blah 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 blah. Mage Alexander, Mage Alexander. Here we go. Alright, so my experiments continue to return results I must consider unreliable. Methodological errors are not at fault. The problem lies in the shoddy and fallible research material I am forced to work with. Despite his prior assurance, Viscerad, the guy that we saw before, that's where I recognize the name from, is unable to provide me with enough moderately healthy specimens for my tests. Most of the material is starved and terrified, having been dragged here straight from the dungeon. I waste a great deal of time daily washing and delousing them before I will so much as let them step foot into my laboratory. Sterility first. As Marty Sodergren managed to prove in her little-known work, the attitude of a patient undergoing treatment can have a significant impact on the battle against the disease. Unfortunately, the volunteers which I am supplied do not show sufficient comprehension, let alone enthusiasm, for the noble work in which they are taking part. In fact, it seems they consider the research part of their punishment. I have tried a few times, though I am but a poor speaker, to convince them that they are contributing to the eradication of one of the greatest plagues tormenting mankind. I had the distinct impression they understood little, but perhaps their stupor was merely the result of the early stages of the illness. Of course, it is impossible to achieve success without significant sacrifices. The overwhelming majority of them will have to lay down their trifling lives on the altar of learning. But that is a sacrifice I am willing to make. So there's some sort of disease, and he is using people, peasants, brought in from the dungeons of this noble's tower as test subjects to strike them ill with the disease and study them, I suppose. And here, I never did like rats, not because of their obscene tales, but rather on account of their lively, disturbing intelligence. They are always listening when a man believes he is talking only to himself, and what's worse, they seem to understand. A few days ago I caught myself talking to one of them, to a particularly large black male with a torn-off ear. At first I was overcome by panic. Was this a manifestation of the illness? Of course that was impossible, for I had fortified my immunity with powerful spells. Upon further consideration, I concluded it was an altogether natural reflex, one even the most learned among us find hard to restrain. We mages like to listen to. I placed the black rat in a separate cage. The time will come for it to play a part in the tests. Meanwhile, it can keep me company, if you know what I mean, and observe. I've noticed it looks with great concentration at the cages of its infected brethren, particularly those in the last stages of illness. Fascinating. Speaking of company, I have none besides the black rat, and cannot hope for better. Viscerad avoids the laboratory and has expressed his desire for his daughter to steer clear of me as well. So I'm guessing his daughter is Annabelle. At first I thought he feared a moral scandal, which would be risible in the extreme. Risible? I don't know what that word means. But he explained the true reason in due course. It seems Annabelle has always possessed a fragile psychic constitution. Observing the ill might throw her into foul humors. The peasants taking part in the study have stopped speaking to me. I don't know what they believe this little act of defiance will serve. It does me no harm. They made for lousy conversation partners. There remains, of course, the woman, capitalized, but as for her I shall... Black Rat has